Hi, this is Wayne Tully, and today we're going to draw the Punisher skull. Now, there's been quite a few different versions of the Punisher skull over the years, but this is just the first one that springs to mind, really. So we're going to draw a rough circle, and that is a rough circle. That's just to give us an idea of the shape of the skull. And then the bottom of the skull, we want to draw the long teeth bits. I think there's about 4 on this skull bit, so we're going to go ahead and draw them 4 pieces. So we've drawn them. What we can do now is, I think there's some like scribbly lines there, and then we can start to draw the cheekbones. Now, on one sort of cheekbone on this side, it's slightly different to the other one. It's part of the design, so we're just going to quickly sketch that. And there's like 2 little bumps there. And then I've got the shape of the head there. Now on this side there seems to be like a little dint on the Google image I found on Google. So we'll just draw that little dint there. But then rather than continuing it around, we'll just start with the other cheekbone and try and sort of level it up. I mean, it looks sort of the same, you know, leveled with the other one, but this one's slightly different. It's got like a little hook. Oh, not a very sharp hook there. It's different to that one. It's just part of the design. And then that just joins on to this. I'll try and, it looks more rounded on that side. Something like that. And then just go over these teeth a bit to try and separate the skull teeth. Well, like I said, there's, you know, the skull design has changed, you know, over the years in the comics and particularly in the films. I'm not really sure which skull it's based on, but I've got a feeling it could be the movie, the first movie. I know they did a second one which I hadn't seen because it looks shit. So, but yeah. Well, they did the first one that was shit with Dolph Lundgren. That's what I meant to say. But the one with I can't remember his name. The first one was good anyway. The first of the more recent one, if you know, whatever. Anyway, so right, we've got the, you know, teeth. They've got the cheekbones near enough sorted there. The shape of the skull. We need to do like the nose things. So that's roughly about here. So we want to draw just a light sketch mark there of like a, just like an archway like that, and that just acts as a guide line, and then we can do a couple of lines down the middle of that, and then start to shape these out a bit like that. and do the same on the other nose. They're roughly like the same sort of size and shape. And then they'll be black, and then but we've got to sort of work out the eyes now. Start to sketch these in roughly. I'll sketch that one in roughly, and this one is near enough the same sort of shape. And these will be black as well, so we're going to go ahead and start to ink this now. Actually, I'm going to get the, where is it? There it is. Should be more prepared. The ink pen. I'll just start to ink the shape with these thicker pens. I can clean it up with a thinner ink pen, but I really want the dark shapes to shine, and then the, well, not having the dark shape shine, but you know what I mean, to help contrast with a white skull as well. It helps the skull stand out. And then all around the skull, including the spaces, which helps separate all the white areas. It should be black. So as you can see, you can do all black all around the outside. And once we're finished with that, we can rub all the pencil marks out the way and just touch up slight areas with a thinner ink pen, like I said. And that's basically how you draw a Punisher skull. But sometime in the future I might look at different variations. For instance, I know for a fact the comic book artist John Romita Jr. draws the Punisher skull in a much different way. It's a more simplified way. It's got more sharper edges to it, and yeah, so we'll probably try and draw some more versions of the Punisher skull at some point. But yeah, keep that dint in the head there. I don't really have to go around all the piece of paper in black. I just have to like separate it like I've done there, and that's pretty much it really. Try and make that more rounded. Yeah, so I just erase all the pencil lines and then just start to, in fact I'll do that now. Rubbing out the pencil lines with one hand isn't really advised, but until I find a better way of working, that's what I'll be doing. there we've got the thing. I'll just get some little ink lines just to sort of straighten up, you know, the edges of things, make the points more sharper and things like that. The eyes. Just little details there, and I'd say that's it for now. So there's like a Punisher skull. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.